This is a very special video. You're seeing me in the future now. I filmed this video basically over the past month or so. It took a long time, a lot of footage, a lot of planning, also a lot of impromptu and improvised stuff just out in the world. What I wanted to do with this video that I hope you watch all the way through in some capacity, whether it's all at once now, get some snacks in that case, or over the course of the day, whatever makes sense for you. I wanted to bring you guys my niche fragrances for the fall this year in a very different way. Rather than sitting in my living room saying this is what I'm going to be wearing, this is what you can buy, here are the links down below, all that stuff. I instead wanted to show you what I'll be wearing, show you what my recommendations are as I actually wear them in the real world, in my daily life, wherever I have to go in a day, whether it's out to teach in the university, whether it's to perform somewhere in the evening, whether it's just out hanging out somewhere. I'm showing you what I'm wearing, how I'm wearing it, what it smells like, all that stuff in the context of my life. You're getting a pretty hefty scope into what my daily life looks like. So I really hope you sit back and you enjoy this video. Let's roll it. This is Future Justin basically coming at you out of order here. You're gonna see this first, at least this particular day first, and I'll explain why later. And I'm really excited to explain why, but I'm getting ready to head out. I'm gonna meet Grace at the mall. I am overdue to get some new suits, so we're kind of gonna do a little bit of a fall overhaul in terms of getting some clothes. And what is this thing behind me? This is what happens when you have too many fragrances. This is my new shelf that I will have to build, and it's gonna make some more space because I'm running out of space. Anyway, scent of the day, a perfect scent for the fall in this fougere category, which again is quintessential, is absolutely necessary for the fall season. We're gonna go with Creed Viking. So let's give it some sprays. I'm gonna do my typical 5. Not perfect, but hard to do with one hand while holding the phone. Anyway, I'm gonna be back hopefully with some footage at the mall with Grace, see what she thinks of Viking, if she has anything to say about it. And we have a performance tonight. I'm really excited for this performance, and I'm excited for the fragrance that I'm planning to wear for this performance, which I'll come back to you with in a bit. See you soon. Okay, it is a gorgeous day. Today is the second official day of fall. As I said, this is out of order. Today, I think, is the 23rd. And what a beautiful day it is. As I said, I'm headed to the mall to meet Grace. I'm wearing Viking. I wanted to tell you a little bit about what it smells like. Again, it's a fougere, which means it has a particular formula that kind of comprises it. You have a very aromatic component from lavender. You have a citrusy component, lemon, maybe some bergamot in there. You have a spicy component. Pink pepper is pretty heavy in this, bringing a very bright, zingy, kind of rosy, spicy, even a little bit of sweetness to it as well. And typically you have some moss or some woods and even something kind of sweet and maybe even creamy in the base. Viking isn't all that creamy. There is a bit of a creamy aspect to it, but it's more on the very, very minty. I forgot to mention that there's mint in here. Very minty, spicy, very aromatic, citrusy. But as it dries, it does transform into some woody vetiver, some earthy patchouli, maybe a little bit of sandalwood. Actually, that sandalwood, I think, adds a touch of a creamy woodiness. Really, really nice scent. Overall, people say it smells a little bit like Old Spice, which I would agree with, but I think this is a little bit more modern than that, much more spicy than that, and just smells very refined, very put together, something to wear in nicer attire, kind of day or night. It's a great signature. So gonna continue on the road here, and I'll see you guys soon. We're in the mall. Yay. Hello. And Grace just gave me a compliment.
I just said you smell so good.
And I'm going to tell you what it is, and it's Creed Viking.
Not the cologne, though.
No. Exactly. Yeah, not the cologne. We're in the mall, as I said. We're going to get some clothes. See you soon. Bye. Okay, I know I look like a douchebag with this shirt on with the suit. Try! Forgive me. This is the suit that we are going to consider. Probably going to get a couple of them. Not sure about the pants. They mostly have extra slim pants. So might need a little bit more room because I got a little bit in the back, if you know what I'm talking about. We're gonna find something that works. We will find it. Monumental. I found out I have a new pant size. For years I've been wearing the wrong size. We're going with 32. Now you know my waist and length. Weird, but you got it. And I love this color. We're gonna find a jacket to go with it. Okay, long story short, we didn't find anything at Express in terms of sizing. It wasn't what it seemed. I was gonna settle if I was gonna get something. So for a Nordstrom rack, got a few options to choose from in terms of shirts, some fall jeans to try on, and some suits. Let's get it. Okay, in between shopping and the gig, I'm gonna grab some packages and I'm gonna tell you what today is all about, why I decided to move this segment to the beginning. It's beautiful, beautiful evening. I don't have much time. Shopping took a lot longer, but we did find a lot of stuff. Not exactly what I was looking for, but kind of. You'll see, I'll show you kind of in later videos, you'll see. But I'm gonna go pick up 4 packages, one of which I'll tell you about soon. All right, sorry for the janky setup. Pardon the refrigerator noise, but I don't have much time. I got these 4 packages here, of which I'm only gonna open one. I got clothes here. I got something from a company I'm gonna be working with. And this is some different fragrances that I'll be talking about later. We are here to open up this package, which actually comes from the sponsor of this video. And I cannot tell you how thrilled I am. I can't tell you how far down my jaw fell when I got an email from Max Aroma. Their service speaks for themselves. Their selection speaks for itself. Everything that they do, it precedes them. You don't need me to tell you about them, but Max Aroma, fantastic place to get your fragrances. They do carry a ton of niche. They do have some designer as well, but they have great prices on a growing variety of fragrances that is already overwhelming. Again, you probably already shopped there. I've shopped from them in the past, and they sent me a fragrance that I wanted to include in this video because I think it's going to work great for the fall. So this is actually going to be a first impression because I've never smelled this fragrance, but I've been seeing it around for a long time. I've read about it. It's always intrigued me, and I figured, man, this must be a stunning scent, and again, especially for this time of year. This is coming from Fragrance du Bois. Definitely not something that you have to buy because this is not a cheap fragrance, but they, again, have so many other wonderful things, again, from designer to niche, and again, at great prices. We're talking about, not one you see a ton of talk about. The presentation with them is just kind of incredible. Good, wow. I'm gonna show you some close-ups. This is called Sarah, also called Sarah Oud from Fragrance du Bois. Wow, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep this brief. I have a gig tonight, as I said. I'm gonna spray this on my hand. I'm gonna test it. If I like how this smells, I'm gonna wear it tonight. And once again, I'll take you with me so you can see kind of what's going on, but let's give it a spray. I'm not gonna talk too much here. I mean, you can see the color of the juice. Okay, yep. Okay, yes. So this is definitely an oud fragrance. Maybe some rose in there as well. It is on the slightly medicinal leaning animalic side of oud in terms of that woodiness, but it is not very dry. There's a smoothness here, there's a roundedness here, there's a sweetness here actually, and even a little bit of a freshness. So these notes, we have a top of grapefruit. I thought I got some citrus, which won't last long. A heart of rose, geranium, patchouli, and jasmine. And we have a base of oud, of course, saffron, amber, black pepper, vanilla, and sandalwood. Very elegant fragrance. This is posh stuff. This is not as heavy as I was expecting it to be, which is great, because if it was too strong, I was going to be a little afraid to wear it tonight because I'm going to be in relatively close quarters. But it's not too strong. It's not slapping me in the face. It's not overwhelming me. It does have this texture to it that you come to expect with luxury fragrances, where it has density, but it also has transparency. There's something airy about this scent. It doesn't hit you all at once like a wall. It kind of hits you like water, if you can imagine that, in the most graceful of ways. As it's drying, I'm liking it even more. At first spray, It is quite medicinal, quite sharp, but it's mellowing out already. I'm getting a little bit of that jasmine coming in, a little bit of that patchouli's coming in, a little earthy and damp, but still quite sweet along with that woodiness. Gorgeous fragrance. Warm, spicy for sure. I'm loving this stuff. We're wearing this tonight. I'm gonna do it. This is a risk. I don't always do this, but I'm gonna do it. Normally I'd like to wear it alone, do my first wearing at home, especially for a scent like this that's on the darker side. I wouldn't call it challenging, but it is definitely off the beaten path for what most people might expect to smell out in the world, especially if you're not into fragrances. Anyway, I will report back in some form or fashion, so be on the lookout. That is Zaharoff. Again, available at Max Aroma. Check them out at the link down below. You're probably going to find what you're looking for, whatever it may be. I'll see you in a sec. Update on Zaharoff from Fragrance du Bois. This stuff is so good. Oh, it's so good. It's still in my hand. It's still, I put on only 3 sprays. I just wanted to be careful. And I can still smell it around me. It's been, you know, maybe a good 5 hours at this point. I did get a compliment. Grace liked it. And I also got it from one of the owners of the club. Real nice lady. I gave her a hug and she was like, "Ooh, you smell good." So I was like, oh, duly noted. So I'm really digging this stuff. On my hand, it's really become a warm, sweet, slightly dusty amber. The oud has really kind of come into the background. It's still there, but it is nowhere near as borderline stinky as it was. And it wasn't stinky, but it was leaning in that direction. It's not really like that anymore. You get that vanilla, you get a dusty, warm amber. It's sweet. It is gorgeous. Just beautiful quality. This is definitely my favorite Fragrance du Bois that I've encountered thus far. This is going to be a great one for the fall and winter. That's why it's in this video. And that is all I'm going to say. I'm going to sign off and figure out where I'm going because I need my Google Maps. I'll talk to you all soon. Oh, what's up, Fresh Squad? What's up, Fragrant World? I'm getting ready to apply my scent of the day. This is Orion from the house of Tiziana Terenzi. This is my first real foray, I would say, into the house. I've sampled others in the past, but it's been such a long time. Anyway, you probably know about this scent, but if you don't, this is known as a pretty suitable alternative to Creed Viking, one that's supposed to last a long time, one that's supposed to smell similar but go in a slightly different direction, and it does. It has the same profile, a lot of the same notes. It's fruity, it's woody, it's fresh, but it goes in a more smoky, woody direction as it dries down. It's not quite as fruity, but the fruits are definitely there. A lot of people say this is beast mode. This doesn't perform beast mode on me, at least in my experience. It might be different for you, but I can easily recommend it for the fall season as a good fresh option. It's a little warm. I'm actually getting ready to go to a performance tonight. I'm gonna take you guys with me, give you some little snippets of it. But this is my scent of the night. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. And I like to do 5 sprays when I'm wearing a collared shirt. Again, 3 around the neck and then 2 inside the collar on the collarbones. Should get a nice aura. You know, I'm gonna do 1 more on the back of the neck because I am gonna be outside. Because it is is a little bit warmer tonight. I think this is going to be a good option. Again, it does have a bit of a freshness to it, so it works for, again, these nights during the fall season or days during the fall season when it's still a little bit warm. So I think it's going to be a good pick for the evening. Okay, you know who these people are. Hello, hello. Yes, yes. And you've seen them in a recent video that has already come out before this, and I hope you enjoyed it. But we're at the performance. As you can see, we're about to begin, and it's really exciting.
Very exciting. Justin sounds amazing.
I needed that in there. Thank you so much. What's up? We're teaching today at the university. Scent of the day is Scandal, Parfum Cologne from Roja Parfums. I already put it on. It's smelling freaking wonderful. It's still pretty warm, so I wanted something with uplifting freshness, but still has quite a bit of class to it. So let's do it. So we're just gonna jump into it. Any idea what key we're in? You said D minor?
Yeah.
You're close. So looking at the key signature at the beginning, what is possible with that key signature?
Well, F and D minor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now looking at the context of the music, those first few bars.
I was just looking at the B natural, which would.
The B natural is just a color tone.
Yeah, it's definitely F then.
Yep, it's F. I mean, mostly we're kind of outlining an F major arpeggio. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, so accidentals again, just for color.
Yeah.
And you'll hear what I mean. Let's try it. All done teaching. Gonna go home for a sec. Got a few hours and then got another performance tonight. I'll be taking a shower because it's hot, and I'll actually be putting on another fragrance. See you in a sec.
Dramatic lighting.
Tonight we are wearing from Cartier Mystérieuse. Yeah, because of my terrible lighting choice, you're not gonna be able to read that. Yeah, anyway, it's written here at the bottom. It's on the screen. This fragrance is wonderful. This is an incense, elemi resin, patchouli, jasmine, coriander. Those are the main notes. I mainly get a slightly wispy, smoky incense. There's a bit of a balsamic kind of sweetness, a fresh sweetness from that elemi, and a little bit of patchouli. It's kind of earthy. Those are the three main notes I get. Maybe a touch of that coriander. I get that. I don't get much of the florals. It is pretty warm tonight. I'm headed to my performance. I'm actually playing in the premiere of a brand new chamber opera, and we premiered it last night. Tonight is our second show, and it's an outdoor thing. It's a really, really cool space. You saw images of it, I think, in one of the other segments. And because it's outdoor, because it's breezy, this is something that's a little bit sweeter and warmer, even though it's kind of warm outside. But because it's kind of wispy, it's not that strong. This doesn't last that long. It doesn't push that much. I think I can get away with it outdoors. And again, it's kind of, the profile itself is a little transparent, so I think it's gonna work. I'm gonna go with 5 sprays like I always do when I'm wearing a collared shirt. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, 4. There's almost this like chocolate vibe. I get like this almost chocolatey cacao mixed with that incense, mixed with a touch of fresh kind of balsamic sweetness, and it's a little earthy. Wow. Haven't really smelled much like it. It's a fairly simple scent. It doesn't change much. There's not a whole lot of ingredients, but it is quite a unique blend. It smells wonderful in the air, and I think this is a great scent for the fall. On evenings, especially evenings, but when there's a little bit of warmth, I think you can get away with a scent profile like this. It's not a fresh fragrance. That is from Cartier Mystérieuse. See y'all later. Okay, I don't typically do this. This is a very rare form for me. I just did my push-ups, and usually I'll spray a little something on while I'm working out. Sometimes it's to test something out. Just maybe a couple times on the arm I'll spray it, or it's just to smell something I love, and it's a good time to just have it on my skin for a bit, and then I'll take a shower and then I can put something else on. So today, while working out, I was dealing with Amouage Beach Hut Man, which I think is perfect for the fall season, perfect for all the transition seasons. A fresh, green, mossy, woody kind of fragrance with a very kind of interesting curveball of myrrh, kind of a sweet resinous quality tucked in there. Very fresh, very green, minty, kind of reminiscent of foliage and woods. Not really reminiscent of the water in any way, but phenomenal scent. Very, very strong. Pretty much a classy scent, I would say, but it is kind of versatile because it's on the fresher side, so you could wear it day or night. But I typically like to dress this thing up. It really just suits it better. Anyway, that's Beach Hut Man. I'll get back to you guys in a second with more. Okay, so I get so many of you guys asking me, how do I get my hair looking so fresh? Actually, none of you have ever asked me that. But nonetheless, I'm gonna show you my hair routine real quick. Again, this is just post-workout, post-shower, very vulnerable time. I don't typically show this, but I figured why not? And it's a good time to talk about Scotch Porter. They're not sponsoring this video or anything, but I've been using their products exclusively for like a year now, and I'm not really talking about them, which is silly. So I want to share them with you guys. I just put in my leave-in hair conditioner. I already put it in, and I just got to pick it through, comb it through the hair a bit.
Oh yeah, this hair is in need of some love and care. So yeah, just gotta work it in, work it through, from root to tip.
By the way, I am not a hair care expert. I just know what works for me. Okay, so after I've kind of worked that in, we have the gel cream. This is to just help further moisturize, and it just adds a little bit more hold once my hair dries. So I just get a little bit of that, and I'm gonna work that in. And these products, they smell wonderful, by the way. Just for context, I'm getting ready to just run some errands. Got some things to do before I actually have another performance tonight, of which I'll be back to talk about my fragrance. I'll probably just do a real quick rinse off between now and then. It's a few hours from now, maybe 5 hours from now, so I'll have some time. I'm gonna put on something light and fresh, something that's not gonna last too long. But you know, for those even fall days where it's still a little warm and you don't need something to last too long. So just like we did for the conditioner, for the gel cream, we're gonna work that in with the comb, pick it through. This is the easy part, by the way. The hard part is styling, because my hair is a little different every day. Some days it really cooperates, and some days I have to fight it to keep shape, or to make the shape that I want it to make. I like a nice, even, smooth surface. I kind of round it out just with my hands. So again, picking all the cream through, we start the delicate process of shaping. Okay, and when I think I'm all finished, I use this little handy mirror on the medicine cabinet as a way to kind of check the back. If I don't live in a place with a medicine cabinet, this is a really difficult part, just to make sure it's kind of even around the back as well on both sides. So I would call this a B+ hair day. It's okay. This will do. This will do for now. So here's the Justin you know and love. Try! That's it. I'm gonna choose a fragrance real quick. Okay, here's a great choice for the fall. Kind of a classy scent, but has a versatility to it, even though it is very unique. We're talking about Timbuktu from the house of L'Artisan Parfumeur. So I'm just gonna put on a few sprays of this. Again, just heading out for a bit. In fact, I don't need it for long, so I'm just gonna put one on the back of the neck and one inside each collar. Just 3, because I'm gonna wash this off later anyway. I'm not wearing this tonight, but great scent. This is kind of a woody, smoky incense, kind of resinous scent, a bit of an interesting green mango accord in there. Kind of almost sweet, but not really. Woody, resinous, maybe with myrrh, some vetiver in there, a little bit earthy, but has this kind of airy freshness to it from that incense. Very unique scent. Definitely worth checking out if you haven't already. This is a staple from the house, and my little cute 30ml bottle. That's Timbuktu. I'll see you all in a bit. Okay, it is the evening time, just freshly showered, ready to apply scent of the night. It is the final performance of this run of this chamber opera that I've been a part of. It's been an incredible experience. We've had sold out shows every night. Tonight will be the same, another sold out show. Very powerful performance. I'm really, again, grateful to be a part of it. And the scent of the night is going to be Smolder, the new Fragmental and Aaron Terrence Hughes collaboration. This will actually be my first full wearing. I've only tested this on my skin, on my arms and hands several times. I did a whole write-up on Instagram if you're not following me there.
What are you doing?
This thing is pretty strong, so I'm only gonna go with 4 sprays. So we got one there, and one inside each collar. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. So this is primarily an earthy tobacco, smoky incense fragrance. You have a touch of freshness with lemon and neroli up top, but honestly, if you blink, you'll miss it. I get this almost dry cacao-like sweetness, almost chocolatey in a way. There's a spiciness to it as well. It is delicious, but it's also very mysterious. There's something dark, borderline brash in the background in terms of the texture. There's a roughness to it, but overall it's quite smooth. It's sweet, it's dark, it's smoky, but not too dark. It's more on like the, again, almost cacao-like chocolatey sweet side of things with tobacco. It is a stunning scent. This is smelling amazing. Amazing. It's sold out right away for good reason. I think they're making more, so I'm gonna link them down below where you can hopefully get it if they're not out of stock. But that's the scent of the night. Really enjoying it already, and it lasts a long time, so it's gonna be with me probably till tomorrow. So that is Smolder. I'll see you guys later. Okay, I don't know how much you're gonna be able to see me. It's dark and this is dangerous, but we just finished the show. It was a big success. 3 shows, packed all 3 nights. So much fun, such an honor, such, again, a powerful program to be a part of. And I wish I could show you some of it, but I'm not allowed to. That would infringe on some things. But in the meantime, I don't know how much you're gonna see here, but this is the city of Portland. We are heading home, and I am happy because I'm tired. It's a lot of energy. Anyway, I'm gonna be safe and I'm gonna leave. I'll see y'all in a second. Okay, new day, new fragrance. And today we're going with, from the house of Argos, Pazio Immortal. This is a beautiful, kind of fruity, earthy, leather fragrance. Some of the most realistic, tart but sweet, fruity raspberry. Beautiful leather accord, a touch of a brashness, but overall it's quite elegant. It does not overtake the scent. Some saffron, it's a little spicy. You got a little bit of sweet violet in here. You have some smoky, woody birch, but mostly that raspberry and leather leading the way. Touch of citruses when you first spray it on. Anyway, I could go on and on. Very elegant scent. It's finally cooling down. It's finally starting to feel like fall. I think we have a high of 70 degrees Fahrenheit today, which I could not be happier about. This is, as you already know, my favorite time of the year. So we're gonna give this some sprays here. Here we go. I'm gonna go 1, 2. Again, my usual, oh, that's so good. Usual routine with a collared shirt. 5 sprays. This aura, this smells incredible. This is so good. This is so good. If you haven't checked out Pazio Immortal, please do yourself a favor. We still do have a discount code FRESH10. You can use that on a full bottle or the sample pack. They have 100 milliliter. They also have a 30 milliliter size. So this is definitely perfect for the fall. Had to be here. That is Pazio Immortal. See you later. Okay, here we are. just took a shower. I'm actually about to head out. I'm gonna go meet Grace. We haven't seen each other in like basically a week. She's been ill, so she's finally feeling better. We're gonna just have some dinner and chill and really do not much of anything. But I did want to come at you with my scent of the night, which is technically not something I would recommend for the fall. I just need something really light, something that's not going to be offensive, something that's not going to last too long or persist too strongly. So I'm going with this new fragrance that I got from Cartier. This is one of their brand new collections that just dropped, called the Riviera's collection. And this one is called Luxuriance. This is a beautiful collection. I'll be talking about it more later on. And I have talked about it on my Instagram page if you want to check that out. But very light and refreshing. This is a very green aromatic scent, kind of sharp. Again, very uplifting, very kind of citrusy and herbaceous in a way. And again, super easy to wear, doesn't change a whole lot. And again, doesn't last too long. So I'm going to put this on. I'm holding the camera very awkwardly because I do not spray with my left hand. So I had to switch hands. So here we go. I'm only going to put on 1, 2, 3. And when I'm finished, I'll put one under the shirt. I just can't do it right now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take this opportunity to show you. This is actually from Into the AM. They have these brand new, what they call essential tees. For those of you who didn't want the logo, who just want a blank plain t-shirt, they got you. And they fit just as well as all the other tees. They sent me this one and one in black, and I'm loving them. Again, real simple, basic, easy for layering, great for the fall. Just light and refreshing. So good. Anyway, I'm gonna have a link for Into the AM down below as well. I think they have a special promo happening now where you get an additional 10% off bundles, which is on top of, I think, another 10% that's already there if you use my link. So again, everything down in the description. I'm gonna link this Cartier, this whole collection. There's 2 others that I have that are also both wonderful. This is my favorite one though. Anyway, that's it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Make sure you take out the trash. Okay, so this grass has seen better days. Usually it gets a lot greener than this, and I think it will. But look at this sky. Look at these trees. It is a perfect day out. Let me flip around here. And scent of the day is B-612 from Nishane. This is new to me, and this is a stunning scent. It is kind of a different take on a fougere, kind of barbershop-ish, but with a richness to it, with kind of a cozy, sweet warmth to it. It has lavender, it has geranium, so it is quite fresh and aromatic, but that is mixed with cypress at the start, which makes it kind of green, kind of woody in a way, a little bit more woody when you first spray it on, but there's still a freshness to it. Cashmerean is in the heart, and a lot of people say that is the most prominent note. And cashmerean is a synthetic compound. It gives things kind of, again, this cozy, warm, maybe sweet feel. It's supposed to resemble like a cashmere sweater or something like that. There's some woods in there, like cedar, there may be some sandalwood. It's creamy, it's fresh, it's kind of sweet. It doesn't have a lot of spice, which is a little bit atypical of a fougere, but it still resembles that profile. But it's just different. It's a unique take. I'm really loving this stuff. I bought it recently and I'm really happy with it. I think it's perfect for the fall on milder days when it's not too hot, but the freshness does kind of allow it to be pretty appropriate for some of those warmer days. It's kind of a posh scent. It wears a little bit more elegantly, but I think it functions great as a signature, so you can wear it casually too. It just smells very put together. It smells very clean, but there's some oomph to it. There's some personality there. Anyway, that's Nishane B-612. More to come. One more thing I want to say. I was reminded of this when I sprayed this on today. Again, B-612 from Nishane. At first, I'd only tested this on my hand, which, as we already know, as we've talked about, not the best way to get the most ideal and realistic experience of what it's like to wear this fragrance. Because what I found, the immediate difference that I noticed when I sprayed it on my body, I did 5 sprays on myself, how the scent really opens up. When you get more of it on you, you just smell more of it. That might sound stupid and fundamental and obvious, but it's the truth. It opens up, it kind of blossoms, you get more of the notes, you get more of the nuances, and especially around you as you spray it on your body. So give it a full wearing before you make a decision. That's it. You agree? You agree. Okay. We're in the car. Obviously. Beautiful day. We're headed to have lunch with Grace. We're gonna go to a cool spot, get some food, and just be merry, I suppose. Anyway, yeah, it's just beautiful. Still wearing B-612. This is my first full wearing, by the way. I'll be curious to see what she says. I'll update you if she gives me any kind of over-the-top compliments. I'm not gonna try to solicit anything out of it, but I'll let you know if it's special. Out in the world right now.
Out in the wild.
So that's what we're doing.
We never get to do
Yeah,
this
we don't
for
do
whatever
this.
reason.
Yeah.
So we're really excited.
We're gonna have some good food, and I was coming at you guys earlier with my scent of the day, which was from Nishane B-612, and I wanted to know what Grace was gonna think about it. And without soliciting anything, and I said I wasn't gonna ask her, she told me a couple
Got in the car and they said, "You smell really amazing."
So there you go. It's a good one. I'm loving it. I think it's great for this time of the year.
It smells incredible.
Yeah, kind of fresh. It's kind of sweet, but there's a richness to it. I think there's some oomph.
I said it's delicious and sexy.
That's the best combo you could ever hope for. Anyway, that's it. I'll see you in a little bit. All right, just got done filming my top 10 fall cheapie video. Had a great time. I think you guys are going to see that before you see this. So this is a little behind the scenes. I just filmed it. And I'm gonna put on my scent of the night before I actually go practice trumpet in the car. Yes, I practice in my car because I can't practice in the house without a mute. And tonight's scent of the night is one I always forget I have and how wonderful it is. From the house of Zaharoff, great for the fall. This is Signature Noir. This is a gorgeous take on the DNA. It's much darker, it's less fresh than the original. I haven't worn this in a while, so I'm just gonna spray it on. And I'm gonna tell you what I get because it's been a while. I'm really looking forward to this. So I'm gonna go a little heavier than normal. Yeah. You still get that DNA. It's almost in the fougere territory, but it's heavier on the incense. I think olibanum is in here. There's sandalwood. Kind of creamy, but in a very warm and sexy, mysterious way. It still carries a handsomeness to it. I do recommend checking it out. I'm getting that sandalwood now. Really nice stuff. Signature Noir from Zaharoff. Check this one out. This is a sleeper, I think. You don't hear a lot of people talking about it in comparison to the original. The Royale is wonderful too. Obviously the Z Creators collection is great. Rosé, can we talk about Rosé? That stuff is beautiful. Anyway, that's what I'm wearing tonight. And I recommend you check this one out for the fall. Signature Noir from Zaharoff. All right. Sunday night, I'm gonna get in my car and I'm gonna go practice, and I'm actually gonna show you guys my scent of the night when I get there. I'm gonna take it with me, show you how I put it on, show you what it is. I think it's gonna be my first full wearing of it, so I'm really excited about that. And I'll tell you all about it, and then I'll show you a little bit of my practicing. See you in a second. Bright. This is probably going to look terrible, but just real quick, my scent of the night, all reflective, is Roja Parfums Diaghilev. I'm going to put this down. I don't know what this shot's going to look like. Hopefully you can see me. This is not something I would normally wear in this situation. Very casual in a t-shirt. I would normally dress this up, but I'm by myself, so I don't really care. No one's here. So this is a pretty strong fragrance. This is kind of a fruity animalic chypre. I think that's how they kind of class it. Animalic notes like civet, mossy, it's dry, it's again kind of animalic, which is almost honestly a little bit like urine in a way.
That sounds terrible, but
in the best way. And it's so slight, but I mean, it's there. But there's like peach and there's some other fruits and maybe some florals. There's an interesting duality here, a lot going on. There's 1, 2, 3. If you smell it out of the atomizer, you're probably not going to like it because, again, you got to spray it multiple times to really let the scent open up, to let it develop and blossom on your skin. And that's when you start to detect more of the nuances. So when I gave it that full spray, I'm getting a lot of the fruits now. And that animalic touch is kind of surrounding it all. Such an elegant scent, a very show-stopping scent. Very polarizing. Not everyone's going to like this. This is not for everyone. I definitely recommend getting a sample of this. You're getting a decant. This was sent to me by the brand, just full disclosure. And this is not a cheap fragrance by any stretch. So if you can get a decant, I do recommend it. You got to experience this stuff. Even if you don't like it, you have to experience it so you know, because it is a stunning fragrance. Again, not everyone's going to like this, but I love this. Great for elegant nights out when it's cooler, so obviously the fall time, even into the winter. But that is Diaghilev from Roja Parfums. Stunning fragrance. Okay, we just finished. Got about a little over 2 hours of practicing in. Diaghilev is killing it. Smells so wonderful. Again, a little polarizing, not for everyone. Powerful scent, very complex scent, a very provocative scent. So I'll definitely be giving this more wear in more appropriate situations for sure. But I do recommend you give it a try if you haven't. See if you can get a decant. I'll link some stuff down below. But this is great for fall. That is Diaghilev from Roja Parfums. All right, we are on the road. Sorry for the wind noise. Headed to perform. Got a little pop-up concert I'm doing downtown, out in one of the main squares with a friend of mine, a great pianist. We're just gonna play some duo for an hour for the people. Whoever wants to pass by, they'll hear us. And I'll try to get a little bit of footage. I'm wearing Field Notes from Paris from Inika. Beautiful fragrance for the fall. Kind of a cozy feeling scent. It has a bit of a warm, sweet tobacco vibe. It's a little bit aromatic as well. I think there's like tobacco blossom in here, something like that, but it's not earthy or anything like that. If anything, it represents being like in a cafe. You know, the warmth of a cafe with a latte or something. It doesn't smell like coffee, but that's the vibe that it gets you. It's refined, but it's not terribly elegant. I know it's probably so loud. Oh, you can get Field Notes from Paris at Scent City. Scent City is a great place to get them. I've been talking about them for years, so I will link them down below. Check them out. It's been a whole week since I started filming this video because we are going to teach once again at the university. I only do it once a week and we're going back. Thanks for riding with me this whole time. I know it's been a lot to watch, but I hope you've enjoyed it so far. And don't worry, there's not too much left. I did want to talk about my sin of the day, which I will show you some images of as I'm talking about it. This is Egypt from Aiden Bob, which is a fragrance that I experienced at least a couple years ago and absolutely loved it. I got a decant from Unique You, who I haven't talked about in a minute, but they're a German-based fragrance subscription service, good stuff, and I loved it. And I got a bottle actually from Scent City. They're a great place to get it, and they gave me a little 30 ml bottle, which I didn't know was a thing. It's a great size to have. You don't need much of it because this stuff is pretty potent. It's basically like a fougere. It kind of has this aromatic, but warm spiciness to it. But there's something richer about it. There's something sweet and kind of more intensely spicy about it. It kind of reminds me a little bit of something like Ralph Lauren Safari, but it is just richer than that and not so leathery, but it's in that vein of those kinds of fougères. It's really beautiful, great blend, great smoothness, great quality, very elegant, very sophisticated. It's again pretty potent for a fougère, so it's something that works great in the fall season. Like I've said before, you need fougères for the fall. They just work so perfectly. And it's a little bit milder today, which I love. We're just on this beautiful drive. And I'm just soaking up this beautiful weather. So, and I'm trying out the wide angle. Hopefully that doesn't look too bad. Anyway, I'll see y'all in a second. Okay, we got a gig. Playing duo with my friend again on piano. I'm playing trumpet, he's playing piano. And I've never played at this place before, so I don't know exactly what to expect, but I figured it was a good of a time as any to wear a very appropriate fragrance. I kind of was like including this as an honorable mention, but we got to talk about it. This is a great scent for the fall. It's a very versatile scent, but I think it airs on the classy side of things, so I think it does go with what I'm about to do. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on, and we're going to do the usual 1, 2, 3, and then we got one inside each collar. Literally just sprayed just the shirt. Great. Ooh, that smells, guys. Brass and soul. Anyway, maybe I'll try to get some footage of the gig. I'll do my best. Again, I don't know what to expect, but I'll see you guys soon. Okay, those are my top fragrances for the fall. I'll be honest, I don't even know how many fragrances are in this video. You'll see it in the title, you'll see it on the screen or something like that because I just took them as I went. This video wasn't only about the fragrances, it's about, again, giving context to wearing fragrances, putting reality next to this world of fragrances instead of kind of living in this bubble of what things smell like, how they make us feel. That's all great, but how does it affect our lives? How does it affect us and our personality and our mood in the real world? That's what I wanted to portray, at least from my point of view. So I hope you enjoyed it. I would love to know what you think of the video down below in the comments. If you have not subscribed by now, well, I don't know why, because you've been watching a long time, because this video is going to be long, but I hope you consider joining the Fresh Squad by subscribing. Increase, elevate, improve, enhance, and evolve your freshness. Again, freshness being how you present yourself in the world, putting your best foot forward in every situation. It's not just about smelling fresh, it is a vibe, it is a way of life. So I encourage you to join the Fresh Squad, and let's do that together. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great fall. Peace. I'll see you in the next one.